And you remember that the longer a wavelength, the more it can penetrate, albeit with less energy. What makes red light interesting is it is sort of at this sweet spot where it has some capacity to penetrate, more so than other forms of visible light. You know, that's sort of part of what makes this interesting. Now, the exact depth that's reached by the red light or the near infrared is kind of a function of how the light beams are organized. So what is the amount of coherence, which is how much do the wavelengths line up with each other? So if the wavelengths are all coherent in the exact same the peaks and valleys are in the same place, it's going to have more penetrance. And then what's the extent to which they're all aligned in the exact same direction? That's called collimation. So in other words, the light isn't spreading, but rather it's all pointed in the exact same direction. And then finally, you have the intensity, and we'll talk a little bit about the difference between watts and joules, because if people are looking at these devices, sometimes they give you information in watts and sometimes they give you information in joules, which of course, there's a very clear relationship between them, and of course, but broadly speaking, energy matters as well. So when you take all of that into account, though, the really important principle that I think gets perhaps missed when people evaluate these things is that, for the most part, red light can't penetrate nearly as much as people think it can. Okay, so if red light is being delivered by LEDs, which is the most common way that it is, it's going to be able to penetrate about 2 to 3 millimeters into skin. Now, infrared light can go a little bit deeper, because remember, it's a longer wavelength, and it can reach probably 5 to 10 millimeters. Now, if red light is delivered by a laser, because again, you now have a more focused form of laser, of light energy, it could penetrate significantly higher than that. It could go from 1 to 4 centimeters. So again, keep in mind, the way that the light is organized plays a significant role in the depth that it can penetrate.